Oh, guys! Guys, it's the finale of Severance. My name is Matthew. Um, I am. I feel like I'm having like an inner debate. No, two monsters are battling in me. I am so excited to watch this episode. It also really sucks that, again, this is the last one. Probably for a while. At least for a year, I would assume. Probably closer to 2 years. I'm still ready for it, though. I'm ready for this episode. The entire season has been great for me. I've really enjoyed it. I know a lot of you guys, or most of you guys, watching these reactions have also enjoyed it all the same. This is a work of art. It really is. It's so good. Wow. I will say, this episode, so long, so amazing, I know. Again, it's not a complaint. It's actually something on the channel that I praise very much. I do tend to like shorter episodes of TV. But let me tell you what. I cannot complain about an hour and 20 minutes. Holy crap, dude. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be epic. I'm so excited. I mean, you guys know me. I'm probably going to yap for like 20, 30, 40 minutes at the end of the episode. So I think I might as well just hop into it. I want to hop into the Season 2 finale, Season 2, Episode 10. I'm excited, guys. I know this is going to be crazy, and I know that they're going to leave us on a fucking cliffhanger, but hey, well, I've got to watch it. If you guys do like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I've got the Flying Through action up on Patreon, as well as all previous episodes of Severance. And if you do enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It would really help me out. Let's get into it. Let's get into Cold Harbor.
Do you remember the last thing that you said to me?
I've already got goosebumps! I've already got goosebumps!
What is this place?
It's a cabin for giving birth.
Is she gonna get pushy? Is Kobo gonna get pushy?
Why
For some answers?
Why are you here?
Cold Harbor. Have you finished?
Dude, I fucking love her voice, her accent so much. Mark!
And she's still alive. We can save
I have,
her.
guys, the goosebumps are streaming up and down my body, and my nipples are supremely hard right now.
There's a hallway down there. It's different than the others.
I don't trust her.
It's long and black and hidden.
From Irving's drawings.
Again, whatever she is leading us to, it's serving her purposes. Some of it may align with what we need. Oh, Helly. Helly baby! Helly baby!
What a funny speech you gave at the party.
Yo, he is so scary. Like, he doesn't feel human. And I could definitely see a world in which Helly kills this motherfucker.
I was cross with you after. I threw a tin of candies.
Not the candy tin! Yo, she looks fucking fed up. Don't know if this makes sense, but like, he doesn't sound human. It doesn't feel like he breathes naturally. It feels like something artificial is keeping him alive.
I do not love my daughter.
Yeah, we kind of got that. But do you love me?
I used to see care in her,
Fucking disappointment.
but he left her as she grew.
Oh my god.
Sound like a great dad.
I had others in the shadows.
Yes. Do you keep up with
It
them?
wasn't in them either.
But I see him and you? You gonna try to switch them?
Until I saw him again.
Is he gonna offer her true life outside?
You and your family created hell, and you're going to burn in it.
Do it! Dude, he doesn't... Ah! He's so
There he
weird.
is.
That chaotic nature? Rebellious?
Hey,
Helly, do something!
why did you come here? What do you want from me?
Oh, Helly, my baby. You're a part of this. You're being locked somewhere, you're being tortured or changed.
They kill her?
Once that file is done, you'll need to quickly get to the black hole.
Okay, so we need to finish it and go down?
Okay, but how do I find her once I'm down there?
No, you won't.
I won't.
No. Your chip is only attuned to your floor. Once you get down to testing, you'll be your outie again.
And then he'll find Gemma and take her up to the severed floor.
Where you will come.
Oh my god. I've got goosebumps. I mean, obviously, it's you knew this plan would have had to happen like this. But there needs to be a lot of cooperation. And again, this reintegration stuff's going on. It's gonna fucking jumble his mind even more.
If we can prove that she is alive, if we can prove that they fucking kidnapped her, it will end them.
Tell him, are you gonna tell him that he's currently being reintegrated? Because I feel like he's also kind of scared of his life ending.
What happens to us?
What do you mean?
Me?
Lumen ends, then what happens to every innie on the severed floor?
You guys are killing us all. Tell him about... guys, no. Don't hesitate here. Tell him he's currently in the process of reintegration. He's not going to be on your side of this shit.
You want me to give my life?
No.
The lives of everyone down there?
No, it's not that simple.
It's kind of what it's fucking sounding like, Devin.
Watch it.
Why the door gotta be open?
Record your response. And step outside.
Okay, I can do that in a minute. It's a little chilly out there. Close the door.
I think you've spoken with Devin and Miss Cobell.
Oh, wow, what a reaction.
So you know what it is that we're asking.
It's for my wife, baby. I'm sorry, I don't want to make you sacrifice yourself, but that's my wife.
You know, I created you as a prisoner and as an escape. Lumen told me you'd be happy, that innies are content, and because I took their word for it, you've been living a nightmare for 2 years.
I mean, just crack a deal, like, hey, if you do this, you gotta shut this place down for me.
And part of the reason I'm here is to make it right. I hope,
Oh my god, I just wanna hug him, hug my baby.
you'll give me that chance.
Are you gonna mention reintegration to this poor motherfucker? Oh, I've got goosebumps.
Hi.
I'm you.
I never expected to actually speak.
Just kiss. Why do I want any Mark and Outie Mark to kiss?
Get an apology, so thank you. You know, nightmare is the wrong word, actually.
Oh, I've got a lot of happy people, happy memories.
Which is why what you're asking scares me.
I have a love down here, baby. I'm never gonna see her again.
This life is. It's all we have, and we don't want it to end. Can you understand that?
I'll make a deal with you, okay? I get to live 23 hours a day. I will give you 1 hour of the day.
Of course I can. Such a good point.
Oh my
I'd say
god.
the same thing.
It feels like a debate class.
However,
However,
woman doesn't have to be your whole life.
reintegration.
You may have been seeing flashes.
Thank you! Jesus, fuck! Took way too goddamn long to mention this.
I started this because I see now how unfair this all is to you. And once my wife...
Again, I don't think it's gonna immediately fix the problem, you know, or get him on our side. I don't even know if I want him to be on our side, but that's where you start.
You get the right side and I get the left, or
We become one.
is it like a top-bottom situation? No, it wouldn't be like a top-bottom situation. It's like both of us, like one person combined.
Like my memories and yours, and my trauma and yours, but like, you know, the good stuff too.
Who would we love? Would we have to be in a throuple with Gemma and Helly?
I've for what, 20 times longer? So
I don't feel like we're going to end this on the same side.
it seems like he'd be way more you than me.
Yo, this scene is fucking incredible! Put your thinking cap on, buddy. Either put your thinking cap on or put your manipulation cap on. Can you can you manipulate yourself thoroughly enough?
Mourned Gemma for 2 years. I lost my job, my teaching job.
Any Mark's gonna talk about his love too, I would assume.
You know, he hid all of her stuff in my basement. Because it was easier pretending that she never existed.
This is gonna sound weird. I want to be in a throuple with them, not to have sex, not to sex them up. I just want to like give them hugs repeatedly.
Oh, hey, Ms. Cooper told me you like someone down there?
I'll fuck her for you every once in a while, just to keep your spirit.
Any name's Helene?
Helene?
Honestly, I love that you had that experience.
But I'm stripping it away from you.
Now, you can imagine, like, what you and Helene have.
Helene.
Multiply, like, thousands of days of, like...
Oh, my experience was harder. My experience was tougher. It matters more than yours. So now I'm believing that any Mark is going to go along with the plan and is going to sort of try to spin it to his own benefit in the middle of it. And I can't blame him. Maybe I root for him. I don't know. I don't know what I root for. At this point, this is such a complex situation. I don't know what to believe in, to be quite honest.
It's a person I'm in love with.
Which you'd know if you'd ever taken an interest in my life.
Before tonight when you need something.
Obviously, I don't think that any Mark is a bad guy. I'm obviously exaggerating, but this is literally like a good guy looking in the mirror and realizing he's the bad guy.
Every word out of your mouth isn't a lie.
What?
Whoa! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Dude.
I'm just trying to save my wife, okay?
Yo, this is one of the best scenes I've seen in a goddamn long time.
You know what I think? I think the second you get your wife back, you forget I ever existed. I think that I disappear along with every innie down there.
I have goosebumps.
What do you want from me? We are in this together.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm gonna cry. I'm shaking. I don't... Ah, why do you look evil, Annie Mark?
No.
But I don't blame you. Let's see if you can manipulate him. And now Audi Mark has called Mama after I'm not listening to try to manipulate me. So
The numbers are your wife.
okay, yep. Give me more. Give me. Come on, Kobo. Talk. Yes, lure me in, Kobo.
Their doorway into the mind of your Audi's wife, Gemma Scout.
Yes. Yes. Tell me more.
What do you see every day when you look at them?
My nipples are so insanely hard with these goosebumps.
What? We feel things.
Emotion, love, connection.
What do you feel?
Everything.
Woe. Frolic.
Yes.
Malice.
Yes.
Dread.
Yes, that's the bins I'm sorting them in. I know that.
The clusters are...
Her tempers.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to mold her into?
Building blocks of her mind.
Are you trying to build her into a perfect form to then put things in it? Or is she the project, specifically?
Every file you've completed is a new consciousness for her.
Okay. Yes.
A new innie.
Are you just... Again, is the absolute goal of this just to sell the chip?
I've completed 24 files.
Is it just to sell the chip to get rid of all the bad things in people's lives?
Tomorrow will be your final day at Lumen. You will have served your purpose, and so will she.
And she'll be sold off and put in an exhibit or used as a demonstration on how to do this?
Wait, why are you telling me this?
They're bastardizing my work! I want the credit for it! I don't want them to get the credit for it! Mark.
Mark.
I'm just manipulating you so I end up on top.
There'll be no honeymoon ending for you and Helios.
Now, I would not have been so blunt to say that.
She's an Egan.
She's evil.
Nothing to them.
No.
Nothing to her.
No, I don't believe you.
They're using you.
You're using me.
Don't believe you.
And they'll discard you like a skin husk.
A skin
I
husk?
think you're using me.
Yes.
Integration is your only chance.
You're trapped here, buddy. You gonna
Yes.
attempt suicide?
This thing I see had better be the severed floor, or I swear he will never see his wife again.
That is horrifying. I bet Cobalt said, let's fucking rip it. Holy shit, Cobalt said, let's rip it. He ain't gonna be reasoned with. We gotta try it. What in the fuck is that? Is this the best episode of the show? Is this the best episode of the show? Guys, I'm getting hyped. I'm getting excited. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, he is serving. Hey! Felicia made it into the picture. Hey, oh, Mark W made it.
Me too.
Yo, the goosebumps are crazy. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna edit this episode. I feel like every single goddamn second of this needs to be shown on YouTube. What is he holding? A fucking gun? Dude, this is so creepy. Man, we're gonna get jump scared by some shit. Or that this fucking wax figure's gonna come alive. She's alive!
Mark, the founder wished to witness the historic completion of your 25th file.
Formulate this plan with Helly.
Shall also bear witness from her chair.
What is this? Is she gonna sit in a cuck chair?
Goodly splendors await upon your victory. Love, Mr. Milchick.
There's like sexual vibes, there's this, there's that. Waffle! Waffle! Where's the raw eggs? Who is doing this cinematic ass lighting? Is this Drummond or is this Maurer in the chair?
Came to see me. He said
Guys.
some cryptic shit about the fire.
Guys, there's obviously microphones.
That today is a special day.
Obviously, I don't expect this to end good. You know what I mean? But any Mark has to try to. He has to try. We got you, bitch. You didn't think you could quit, motherfucker.
He said no?
Of course he did. When did they ever say yes?
But how can we trust anything Cobell says?
We can't.
Never done his lie.
I know, but she seemed different. I mean, she's the same, but like different, same.
I feel like she shifted her allegiances away from Kier and is becoming more selfish, maybe? If that's the simplified version of what I'm thinking.
The file, not get her out.
They're not gonna let you leave.
She's telling the truth. We're screwed either way. What's happening? Just
It's the big day!
at least you'll have a chance at living.
This is
I
heartbreaking!
want to live with you.
Dude! I don't know what to believe! I don't know what I want. That's how you know a show is so good at not emotionally manipulating me, but like just having this is such a complex. Aww. This is such a complex conflict. Like my heart's being torn 20 different ways. I'm getting kind of teary-eyed.
Okay.
It's not gonna work. That's the thing too, because no matter what I want to happen, like if I were to finally pick a side, finally decide what I want, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen.
And as I'm duly swamped, I shall leave you to read it in solitude.
Dude, he's the. Something I haven't discussed this whole season. That's one of the creepy. Holy shit, that was one of the creepiest things I've seen in the show so far. I haven't mentioned this since the fucking first episode of the season. They really did not give this motherfucker any security, and then they yell at this motherfucker for having a hard time running the floor. Yeah, I don't have anyone.
I've read your request and organized my response into 3 points.
Please be nice.
Fuck you.
Okay. Yes.
Gretchen is my wife and my beloved.
But I also don't want you to die?
Your actions with her were deeply fucking indecorous.
Wow. Motherfucker went to the milkshake school.
I get it.
She's the most amazing woman of all time.
And given our shared physiology, it tracks that you'd agree.
This episode's gonna... Dude, this is one of the best finales I've ever seen in TV!
I've never been an impressive person.
Oh, I'm getting teared up again.
Reg told me that you're like this self-assured badass. I don't know. It stung. So I guess point 3 is...
I don't want you to die, my brother.
someday she sees in me what she sees in you. In the meantime, if I'm being really honest,
This is the easiest job I've ever worked.
I guess I like knowing you're there.
Please, please, Innie Dillon, suffer down there. This is the easiest paycheck of all time.
But I think you should stay.
That's heartbreaking, and it's slightly wholesome, but it's also kind of slavery, but... Oh my god. This is a phenomenal episode. This is a phenomenal episode. This is a phenomenal episode. I mean, I would assume that not only are all these innies gonna fucking die the minute he completes this shit, but I would assume that Milchick is also gonna be donezoed out of here. I'm on the edge, baby. I'm getting close. Helly really is sitting in a cuck chair right now.
Been trying to think of other places.
And Kier is in the cuck chair in the back watching the cuck watch. What's going on?
Just wish we had more time.
I'm grabbing a microphone. If you don't let me have sex with Helly one more time, I'm never finishing the file. Again, I could also see a world in which he reintegrates, like right now, and loses the ability to refine. That would also be fucking scary. Oh my god. I have such intense goosebumps! Yo, I'm shivering. Like, I'm uncomfortable. Oh my god, dude. And like, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, and I'm probably not the best person to say, but I'm like getting like there's a slight sexual vibe to all of this too, if that makes any fucking sense. Yay! Boo! I don't know what to feel. This is. I don't have faith. There's only one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was just gonna say there's only one thing that could fucking celebrate this moment. Are we getting an MDE? Guys, the goosebumps are insane. I shouldn't be celebrating this. This isn't a good thing. Oh my god, is this an animatronic fucking dancing Kier?
Mark S.
Yes, sir! Yes, boss!
Completing your 25th macro.
I shouldn't be excited for this!
Nearer to fulfillment.
Kier! Oh, Kier!
One of the most important people in history.
Yo, Mark looks so fucking done.
Fruit of your labors. And hail your earthbound steward.
You know what? They can manipulate me. I'm balled in.
Floor manager.
Mister! Is this shit turning into a cheesy sitcom?
You're looking very handsome, sir.
Thank you. I'd say the same of you, if not for my favorite core principle.
Probity?
No. Vision.
This is the best episode of the show. It's the best episode.
Trius. So sapient. So magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
You're verbose. Good thing you didn't write the first appendix. It would have burst.
They got this motherfucker in the cheesy sidekick role. Obviously dehumanizing him even more. He might fucking storm out of this.
An honor to receive your barbs, Mr. Egan.
Oh, ill.
I mean this wax statue that's 5 inches taller than you actually were.
I'm scared. Ain't got nothing to say back? Yo, this thing's gonna fucking slap Milchick or kill him.
Seth.
This episode is gonna end with Milchick killing a wax statue. Get this fucking thing out of here. Dylan, come on! You gotta be here for this. This is arguably... I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. This might be a pinnacle of TV. This is a pinnacle of TV. Yo, who got the... This is a fucking theater act? Who put the fucking clothes on him? This is too good. My heart's gonna explode. This is too good. Hey, hey! This is an experience. Have they topped the MDE? This is my new favorite scene of the show. I'm sorry if I'm being really loud this episode, guys. As good as this... Oh! As good as this season was, I've always said my favorite scene was still the MDE. This... The last 15 minutes surpassed that shit. Oh my god. Yo, can I be honest? And don't think less of me. I want this motherfucker Milchick to strip off his clothes. I want a stripper dance. Yes, baby. Guys, you know what? I'm buying in. Let me see the cake. Let me see some cake, Mr. Milchick. He's doing that patented milkshake right now. Give this man an Emmy! If this man does not win an Emmy for this season, fuck the Emmys.
See you at the equator.
We're gonna open season 3 in the middle of a fucking desert. Tropical island. Yo, Milchick is fed the fuck up. Get going, get running, get sprinting. No way, little Helly. Dylan, come on, join us! This is an all-time great episode. And I'll apologize now. I mean, I don't know how loud I got, and I don't know how loud I will get, but I'm sorry. This deserves it. This is... Oh my god. Goat? Goat? Sacrifice? Oh my god! You're back! I thought I would never see you again! Oh my, what the fuck is this ritual double sacrifice that's about to happen?
Where's Mark?
I don't know!
Come on!
Hey.
I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional! I'm getting emotional! Guys, I'm getting worked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm freaking out. I'm sorry if I'm being loud. Oh my god. I'm so uncomfortable yet so excited. What is this? What is this? What is this? Are they going to give her a child, or are they going to give her a child and then take it away? Or are they just going to let her experience not having a child? I don't know. I do not know. What the fuck? What the fuck? What are they going to do with this poor fucking goat? What the fuck consciousness shit are they about to pass? Chip, weird goat. What the fuck? Am I about to see the death of a fucking baby goat?
This beast will be entombed with a cherished woman, whose spirit it must guide to Kyr's door. Up to the task.
It is.
Are we putting... What the... Oh my god! It's like a fucking candy machine. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Take it apart.
Stop looking at me like that, James. Why are they not helping? Oh my god, he's like a rabid fucking dog. He's Superman! There's gotta be a secret secret bathroom entrance.
This animal took here.
Oh my god, this poor goat! Mark! Mark, save the goat! Oh, it looked like he closed his eyes!
How many more must I get?
All of them.
As many as the founder calls.
Is it like, I don't know, is it a way to keep youth or keep something alive? Like, do they keep passing the fucking through? I don't know. This is an experience I'm gonna have to theorize at the end.
Mark S.
This man is massive.
It's the wrong door.
We thank you, buddy. Praise him. Worship him. Oh my, dude, he's like a final boss! What are you assaulting me? Stop rubbing up on me! Oh my god, we're gonna fucking kill this guy. Dylan! Dylan, we need you! Where's Felicia? Come on, come out and help us. Come out of the room and help us. Oh my god, Mark. Oh my god, Mark. Dude, he's like a dude. He's not human. He's not human. He's like a fucking video game character. Oh, you're about to be popped in the head with it. Pop him in the head, pop him in the head, pop him in the head, in the head, in the head, in the head. Stop growling at me! Thank you. Thank you.
No more killing.
You're about to be dead yourself. You are about to die. Oh man, Mark's gonna grab that. Mark, grab it. Oh my! She's a fucking badass in any show that she's ever been in! And she loves to kick men in the nuts! This is fucking brutal. This is fucking brutal. This is fucking brutal.
Wait! Please.
Any Mark cares more about human life than Audi Mark does. This motherfucker Audi Mark don't give a two shits about seeing Grainer die.
The barrier is holding.
It's her most traumatic experience in life? Or her most...
She feels nothing.
I don't know. Anticipated or... I don't know. Her most vivid emotion. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I would not, dude, don't get right up all on him. He's going to do the same exact shit. Can you please follow me? You're the big guns here.
Emil thanks you.
That's the goat name? Keep going! Thank you, ma'am. You're a goat. Pun intended. What the fuck? Mark. Okay. Thanks for holding the door, Drummond. Always appreciated. What a polite gentleman he is. We thank you for your service. Why does he look like a secret agent? Oh, dude, yo. If Gemma sees him in this state, like, nobody from Up's gonna be able to get down, too. He looks like a fucking secret fucking agent. He looks like John Wick. Like, do they just keep fucking performing forever until Milchick tells them to stop? No! Not property of C&M!
Our friend Irving is gone, and they want our whole department gone. If he gets out, we're dead. They're gonna turn us off like fucking machines.
Yes.
And you could be next. They give us half a life and think we won't fight for it.
Oh my god, dude, she's amazing. I'm sorry for being so fucking repetitive, but I've had goosebumps so major this entire time.
Get in here!
I will kill you, bitch!
Open the door.
Step off, fucko!
Fucko!
No!
Now!
Now! Just do it, Mark. Pistol whip! Now! Oh! That is fucking awesome! This is the greatest episode in the history of TV. She doesn't recognize you.
It's okay. It's me.
Dude, please don't die. Please don't die. Nobody kill each other. Let's not overreact. Convince her to leave the room.
I'm your husband.
This is a blank slate you're speaking to. I don't know if there's a slate to go back to. I don't know.
Okay.
Look, don't I look so precious and handsome? Aren't I everything you ever dreamed for?
My name is Gemma Scout. We've been married for 4 years.
No.
Go do something, Mauer! You gonna sit there? This is gonna end horribly. It's gonna end horribly!
Speak to that man. He's here to hurt you.
And if you come with me right now...
No! I'm so scared! I'm gonna cry! I'm gonna cry.
This is not a part of the test. Please, don't let him touch you.
Come back to me, baby! This isn't gonna end good! It's gonna end on a cliffhanger. Stop. If not, just immediate pain. Oh, fuck!
Mr. Drummond. Mr. Drummond!
You ain't getting nobody on that line. Come on, baby. I don't... Oh my god! There's no happy ending, but I would just want them to speak. I just want them to see each other.
King spouse! Call Drummond!
Why is he running like that? We're good. Is it you? Is it? No! She's gonna fucking die! Where's Mauer? Mauer's gonna fucking do something. No. I'm gonna cry. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna get shot in the fucking head. Guys, I'm so paranoid, my heart's racing. I have such goosebumps. Look at that fucking love, too. It's fucking soaked in blood. Come on, tear this. Come on. Burn this place to the ground! They're gonna leave me on a cliffhanger. No, my baby Helly. No! This is one of my favorite episodes in TV history. You don't care about the place that much, Milchick. Don't save the day. Mauer, I would suggest you back the fuck up before I kill you. Oh my, he's having a fucking panic attack. He might kill himself right here.
You'll kill them all!
What? No. There's side effects. No. We should not be doing this. No, we shouldn't be doing this. No, we shouldn't be doing this. No, is she gonna? Oh, she might fucking die the minute she gets up there. Miss Casey, hi. Miss Casey, hi.
Marquez?
Miss Casey, my true love. You're my wife.
What's taking place?
No! With the permission. I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a genuine panic attack. No, he's no. Look at that face of determination. He's gonna do something. No! Dylan, hold! I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack! Dylan, hold. Do we still have the department out there? I need more people! There's gotta be like 80 fucking security guards at the top of the elevator. He's a horror villain! He's Lalo Salamanca!
You have to go right now. Go.
Oh, I gotta go back and save my people?
Go right now! Go!
I would escort her! She's gonna get kidnapped again!
Fuck you, Mr. Milchick.
Are we killing this motherfucker?! Oh, she's gonna turn around. Oh, go find Devin! Go find Devin! Go find Devin, baby!
Come on.
Baby, go find Devin! Oh, now she's gonna be the one trapped in here, and she's gonna have to fucking get him.
Mark!
Ah! Oh, I don't know! I don't know! I want you to go!
Mark!
What a nah! This is horrifying. Don't kiss. Yo, oh, don't kiss her in front of Gemma. But yeah, a lasting goodbye. Like, this fucking sucks, but I kind of just want Ellie to be like, go, it's okay. I would feel so bad for Helly. Only person that's really truly cared about her. Having to go. Oh. Oh my god! No! This is fucking... I'm sorry for yelling. This is heartbreaking. Gemma, get out of there. Gemma, I'll be back for you, baby, but get out of there. Are we gonna say goodbye, or am I coming with you? Oh, that's... Again, but here's the thing. That's actually so fucking romantic. That's actually so fucking romantic. That quite honestly... that might be one of the rizziest things I've ever fucking seen in life. My heart... I'm gonna have a panic attack. This isn't good for my health. Oh my god, yeah, bitch, I took you, man! Yeah, bitch! Like, but what are you trying to achieve right now? This is the big question. What are we going to achieve by doing this? Are we going to the security room to do like a fucking weird beehive, overtime contingencies, lullaby shit? Or... And did Dylan and co fucking tear Milchick apart? Oh, again, I've been so torn this episode. Like, again, it's that scene right there in the hallway was one of the most horrifying, depressing, yet beautiful and hopeful and romantic things I've ever seen done in fiction. No! just like you guys. No, I have to wait. No, it's sinking in. No, it's fucking sinking in. No, I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured. My innie's being tortured. Holy fuck. No, I've got to wait for years. I'll see if there's an end credit scene. Oh no, I'm gonna be tortured for years. This is the worst moment of my life. This was simultaneously the best and worst moment of my fucking life. This is horrible. I feel like something's missing. Something's missing. Something's... What the... That was so good. That was so good. Holy fuck, that was so good. That is one of the greatest episodes of TV I have ever seen. I'm not gonna give it a spot like a top 20 or a top 30. But, holy shit. And you know what? Again, I talked about this at the beginning of last episode, and I know that a bunch of you guys fucking agree with me in the comments. To the people that had problems with the season, to the people that thought that this shit was boring, to the fucking people who thought that, you know what I mean, that this was a fucking boring, I think that you're fucking stupid. Because that was one of the greatest episodes of TV I have ever witnessed in my fucking life. That was extraordinary. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy fuck. That was an all-time great episode. That is one of my favorite episodes of TV of all time. I'm not going to give it an exact ranking because of the recency bias of it, but that was one of my favorite episodes of TV. That was easily my favorite episode of Severance. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. Before I get into the specifics of the season, because I have a lot to talk about, I have a lot of predictions, I have a lot of ways, and because I will say this, obviously there's going to be probably at least 2 more seasons of the show, I would assume. There was a part of me that, again, wasn't like concerned or anything like that, but was just more of like how would they continue this? How would they get more seasons out of this? Because this really felt like a story that could have been done by season 3, but I already have so many ideas for different directions they can take this. I can't wait to talk about them. I'm going to get to them in a second. Like I said, before I get into the specifics, I am going to just do what I always do. I'm going to rank season 2 of Severance compared to all season 2s of television I've ever seen real quick. I'm like, my heart's beating. Like, I had to, obviously I cut it there. I had to take like a 2 or 3 minute just fucking pause break. Oh my god. Okay, so we're talking about some of my favorite season 2s in TV history. Vinland Saga, Fargo. Oh man. Fuck. Oh shit. At bare minimum, it's my third favorite. It's Attack on Titan is my number 3, and then Game of Thrones, Dexter. This is above those. It's number 3. Fargo is an interesting conversation. That's where it gets like challenging, but I think I will say it's second favorite. I think I do like the Severance season 2 above Fargo season 2. Is it better than Vinland Saga season 2? No, that's not disrespect towards Severance. As you just saw throughout the reaction, how insanely hyped and fucking amazing it was. But Vinland Saga season 2 is life changing. Go watch that show, guys. It's the second best season 2 of TV I've ever seen. That's fucking high props, guys. That is some fucking high props. And then also, real quick, I'm going to look at my all-time favorite shows list, because now that I'm done 2 seasons, I'm finally caught up. I now feel comfortable. Again, there's going to be a slight tinge of recency bias, and I'm sure that, in about a year, 2 years, 3 years, God forbid, when season 3 comes out, and I'm going to open up, you people who are watching years in the future are going to just be able to go straight to the next reaction. You'll see, maybe I've, not dulled, I don't want to say that, but maybe it's slightly fallen on my all-time shows list, but, due to the recency bias, but right now, like, I'm just thinking, like, it's not better than Attack on Titan or Lost or Vinland Saga for me. But, like, Leftovers? Is it better than The Leftovers? I don't think so. Not yet. I can't give it over The Leftovers. But this is the... Again, it's something I really discussed at the beginning of my reaction to this fantastic fucking show. I had heard about this show being good for years. But I thought it was an office show. I thought it was like Succession almost. Like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I just heard, you know, maybe like an Office show or something like that. So I sort of was like, yeah, you know, I'll watch it eventually. But a couple months ago, I learned that it wasn't just an Office show. It was a mystery show, which is my favorite genre. Like I said, Lost, Attack on Titan, The Leftovers, Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding. That's my favorite fucking genre right there. So like I immediately was like, okay, fuck, I gotta watch it. So that being said, I think I have to say this. I think as of right now, it's going to be my 8th favorite show of all time. It's going to just slightly surpass The Wire. And I know some people, again, I have a film degree. I love TV. I would like to think of myself as a huge television savant. I know how good The Wire is. This fucking butters my bread. This scratches any itch I have when it comes to fiction and entertainment and narrative and TV. This is my genre, so I think I do have to put it above The Wire. This is incredible. I simply cannot wait. I simply cannot wait to fucking watch it. And let me tell you what, guys. Let me tell you what. Please let me know in the comments if any of you guys are listening, because something I might do. Obviously, like I said, I would assume that it's going to be maybe a year or 2 years until the next season comes out. If you guys would be interested in me bringing on people to my channel to just rewatch this, because I'll rewatch this motherfucker 3 more goddamn times in the meantime. This is incredible. Like I would absolutely love to rewatch this with some new people. I've got some people who love TV, who, you know, they'd be perfectly suited for it. So if that's something you would be interested in, let me know. I can't guarantee anything. But if I see, you know, some people in the comments wanting that, I definitely fucking would do that. To summarize, okay, the second best season 2 in TV history for me, right behind Vinland Saga, and probably the 8th best show I've ever watched currently, or my 8th favorite, not 8th best, but my 8th favorite. Let's go into some fucking specifics here, guys. What a fucking episode! My body was having a reaction the entire time, and it's another. I don't want to be deemed annoying, but I could definitely see a world in which I was way too fucking loud this episode. I have never. I'll say this again, other than Lost, a couple episodes of The Leftovers, and the entirety of Attack on Titan. I don't think I've ever been that hyped that into an episode of TV before, and especially on the fucking channel. That's the like. I'm not like putting on a performance when I'm acting or anything like that, so I don't want anyone to think that when I say this, but I think that was my magnum opus reaction because I was so into it. Like I don't know. That was fucking, oh my god, that was so good. This is one of my all-time favorite episodes. Like I've never been on the edge of my seat in an entire episode, and not only that, but like that episode flew fucking by. Like it felt like a 40-minute sprint. Obviously I bring it back to like the season 1 finale, which was exactly like that, and then a new show that I'm just recently watching, The Bear. I love how chaotic and fast-paced the Bear episodes are. This felt like the exact same thing to me, to where like I blinked. I was so into it. I felt everything. I was into the characters and the arcs and the big moments and the fight scenes, brutal, the action, the dance. Everything fucking about it was incredible that I bought in immediately. I was in. I was in it. Oh my god, seeing Lauren come back, and I will be honest, I don't know if I kept it in. There was a good like 30-second stretch where I was looking at my paper because I forgot her name, and it's not on my fucking paper. I've spent so much time looking at this paper, and you guys know how fucking obsessed I am with writing down names. I cannot find her name on it, so I was blanking the entire time. But I did go back and find it. I love Gwendolyn Christie. It's almost like a rite of passage for any spectacular finale in TV history. Gwendolyn Christie needs to fight a big ass man, and it's hype, and it's awesome, and it's what an episode! I was crying. What a cliffhanger too. Oh my god, that was so good. I'm sorry, this discussion, it's gonna be everything everywhere all at once. It's gonna be wild. Oh my god. I'll start at the beginning of the episode. That Mark and Mark conversation. It was incredible. And like I said, if that was the pinnacle of the season finale, I would have been satisfied. Like, because that was an all-time great scene. And it's funny, now that I finished the episode, that back and forth scene probably wouldn't make my top 5. That's how good. That is how fucking quality. This is a magnum opus in TV. This episode just won them best show at the Emmys. It won Adam Scott an Emmy. If Tremel, I'm hoping I pronounce his name, Tremel Tillman, if he does not win an Emmy as well, those 3 should be guaranteed. Okay, and obviously I could suck everyone off and give Britt Lauer and all that. Everyone deserves Emmys with their show, but those 3 specifically for me, just from this episode. Okay, oh my god, I feel like a kid in a candy store. This is everything. Like, I don't want to get too cringy or anything like that, but like, I have a film degree. Like, I would love to be an author one day. I feel I'm so passionate and involved with and love to obsess over stories and narrative and fiction and arcs. And this fulfilled everything that I would fucking want. This is perfect. It's a 10 out of 10. This season is a 10 out of 10. I know I went on a rant a couple minutes ago, but how could you think that this season was bad? How could you have been bored with the last couple episodes? It felt like it was perfectly fucking escalating and building to an all-time great episode. This isn't, oh my god. Okay, I gotta stop getting off track. That cliffhanger at the end right there was fucking heartbreaking and amazing and emotional, and I teared up a decent amount of times. Obviously, I had goosebumps throughout. Dechen Lockman, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it. I know I mispronounced her name a couple times. I finally heard someone say it out loud. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. She was amazing. Fucking banging on the door. Felt like, I don't want to give any specific spoilers. For wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Felt like Charlie, if you guys know what show I'm talking about. Oh my god. So emotional. And like, it's one of those things, and it really focused on it at the beginning. And I loved the sort of, again, it was the thing that really, again, the mystery aspect I loved. I absolutely loved about this show. It's what made me watch the show. It's what made me fall in love with it. Like, that's just my genre. But the thing that made the show stand out for me, because again, I've watched Amazing Mysteries before. And I'm not saying that this isn't special in that regard. I'm just saying that I had seen Amazing Mysteries before. But something that I hadn't seen that was sort of unique to this show, a unique experience watching this show for me, was the moral dilemmas and like the complexity of what the fuck was going on in terms of like what's right and what's wrong, and Innie and Aldi, and it's the same person but it's 2 different people, and they have different opinions and they have different problems and they have different experiences, and it's really hard to sort of like, there's no way that this is a storybook ending, like just realistically, like, you know what I mean, facts on the table, on the paper, this can't end up happy for everyone. There has to be losers, not just like Lumen as a company or specific people, but like emotionally there has to be, it physically cannot be perfect. So I expect bad shit to happen. I expect tough choices, and like I said, I got goosebumps thinking about it. Like, I don't want to have to pick a side between Innie Mark and Addie Mark because I love them both. I don't. It's such. Even still, I cannot. I don't know how to navigate those feelings. I don't know. Like, they're both humans, but I understand. Like, Addie Mark, fucking desperation to get back the love of your life who's been stolen from you. How can I not sympathize and empathize and root for that? But at the same time, this is a fucking Innie Mark is an innocent human who was birthed and sort of enslaved and raised like cattle. To quote Helly, how can I not root for him as well? If Addie Mark deserves happiness with the woman of his dreams, why not Innie Mark as well? So, you know what I mean? It's like, and I got emotional thinking about like how good the show is. Like, I have never been morally challenged by a show as much, especially in like a sci-fi scenario. Like, I've watched shows like The Sopranos or The Wire in which they're so fucking realistic that it's tough to watch. It's uncomfortable sometimes. I have mixed emotions. I don't know who to root for. Sometimes bad people do good things and sometimes good people do bad things. It's it's a mixed bag in that regard. But this is such a unique experience in the sense of like this sort of narrative avenue, like Severance as a concept. It's so unique. I've never seen it before. It's so I don't even know how to explain it. it allows for so many unique scenarios, so many unique moral problems that we have to navigate. And again, I don't know how to navigate it. I don't know how to navigate it. And because because me as a viewer can't navigate my own feelings towards this, it makes me appreciate and love the characters even more, because again, I can't blame anyone for feeling certain ways. I can't blame people for doing certain things. I can't blame Inu or Addie Dillon for the way they've acted. I can't blame Helly. And to be quite honest, I can't immediately say fuck you to Helena, and I make a lot of jokes, but like someone like Helena, she obviously wasn't fucking raised correctly. She's been abused, and I'm not saying that, oh, she's gonna be a good guy, or I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that I can understand why she does a lot of the stuff she does. And then obviously the Innie and Audi Mark stuff was fucking chef's kiss phenomenal. Obviously I would assume, 100,000% Gemma gets out. Because I will say that would be, if Gemma was just immediately scooped back up, it would kind of be a waste. Now, again, not that they couldn't make it an entertaining story or anything like that, but I think it would be a gut punch, ripping the soul out of me after you've already done it 23 times. So I definitely think that Cobell and Devin are waiting outside. And I think that this finale has set up something absolutely perfect, something that it's rare for a show to do, and it's ballsy for a show to do. But when done correctly, it adds so many layers, again, of the complexity to it. They've completely switched the story around. They have completely switched the story around. I would have to assume that a large majority of the next season is going to be on the severed floor, as in, we're not going to leave. Mark is not going to want to leave. Helly is not going to want to leave. We're starting a fucking revolution. You know what I mean? I would not be surprised if Lumen has to lock down this floor. And send multiple people, you know what I mean, to go hunt down Devin and all that shit. Like, and again, it's a perfect role reversal, okay? You know, it's like, oh my god, it's gonna be any Mark who's gonna be alive and awake most of the time now, and all of the time for the significant time being. And the only way that would change is, again, people, and this is what I mean. This is what I fucking mean when people were pissing me the fuck off these last couple of weeks. Whining and whining and whining about things being a little slow, or reintegration was taking a long time. The prospect of next season is so fucking incredible. We saw that amazing argument between Innie and Addie Mark. Next season it's going to escalate, because Innie Mark is going to be down there, you know what I mean, leading a fucking revolution with Helly, trying to, you know what I mean, save all these Innies, essentially holding Audie's hostage, holding the company hostage, and the reintegration is going to really kick into second gear, and they're going to start arguing, and they're going to start switching, and the people around them aren't going to know, you know, if it's Innie Mark or it's Audi Mark, or who's leading the charge right now, or, you know, sometimes we might not even know who. So let Erickson and Stiller fucking cook. I have never had, like, again, I'm not going to say like 100,000% this is going to turn to the greatest show of all time. Shows can become bad. I'm not saying to have blind faith and blind loyalty to any story, but like, to me, through these 2 seasons, they proved to me that I trust them. I trust them. Whatever the fuck they want to do, whatever story they want to go, whatever the direction that they want to go, I'm here for it. And then so going back to what I was saying, the perfect sort of switch up, the perfect 180. Not only just about Mark, but now we've got Gemma on the outside, and not only, again, the first season and a half. And I said this after episode 7, like, I wanted Gemma back. I wanted Mark to be with his wife, but at the same time, I didn't really feel connected to Gemma on a personal level. And then episode 7 happened, and it was, again, the second best episode of the show, in my opinion. It was my favorite episode until this finale. But now we're going to see her actually feel like a full-fledged main character next season, I would feel, where she, you know, she's going to be on the outside, and she's going to be communicating with Devin, and she's going to be communicating with Cobell, trying to find a way in. And it's going to be fucking perfect. And it's going to feel like Mark's the one trapped in there. And like I said, the prospect, because that was the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the discussion, how, like, again, I didn't have any, like, questions, or I wasn't questioning how they were going to do this, or I wasn't getting scared that the show was going to turn bad or anything. But, you know, I was wondering, well, how are they going to continue this? How are they going to do this? How are they going to do that? You know what I mean? Like, if Cold Harbor like actually succeeded. Like, what? We're just going to focus on the outies for the rest of the show? No innies? No, we obviously can't do that. This is a perfect exploration, because now next season I feel like we're really going to learn about all the departments. We're going to create an army. Okay, like I said, I think Lumen's going to fucking lock down the elevators. I think Lumen's not going to let anyone out, and I think that the only outie down there is going to be fucking Milchick. You know what I mean? And like, I don't even know. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but like I can see a world almost in which, again, like the innies are good guys. They're people, and they're threatening to take their lives away. But at the same time, I can see a world in which this gets very not culty, but like really like an army, if that makes sense. So I can see a world in which Milchick is almost essentially like a protagonist in the scenario, who's kind of scared because he's being torn apart by both sides. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too. Like, I could definitely see a world in which Mark and Helly, are leading this sort of, revolution or revolutionary army, something like that. I could see a world in which there's more fucking people who are like more fanatical, more like, well, let's just kill all of Lumen or something like that, and we can get conflict there. I'm so excited for this. And that's another thing too, going to the James stuff. I loved that James and Helly conversation, because now, again, going into that was a perfect finale. They've set up this third season so much. After how good the season 1 finale was, I am significantly more excited for season 3 than I was for season 2. That's how good this finale was. Going into the Helly and James stuff, it's another role reversal in the sense of now it feels like Helly is the main person. James respects Helly more than Helena. In fact, obviously James is fucking significantly pissed that Cold Harbor did not succeed, or it's been postponed. But he's not gonna like, oh, we need to get Helena back up. No, let Helly run. Let Helly do what she want to do. That's my baby down there. That's the only thing I care about right now. Like, and I love that, because again, it's almost gonna be one of those things going into the. And again, I don't want people to misunderstand me. I'm not saying that Helly's gonna turn evil. I'm not saying that all of the innies are gonna become an evil arm. I'm not saying that, but I could see a world in which this gets very fucking fanatical and very, again, serious. They're defending their lives. I would expect them to get fucking violent and lash out and get this very dangerous and violent, like I said. But again, it would almost feel like Helena is now being enslaved. You know what I mean? You're sort of refusing to wake her consciousness up. I could see a world in which I would really feel... Again, I want to make this very clear. I don't think that Helena is a good guy. I don't think that... She's done some shitty things, but she's a character who I can empathize with. She's a character who I understand why she's doing things. I could see a world in which I would feel bad for her being locked down here again, because no one cares about her. Absolutely, no one cares. She's like an innie on the outside world. Nobody cares about her. No one gives a shit about her, and that I feel for that. Again, I'm not saying that her actions are justified because of that, but I'm saying that I will care about that, and I will care about that arc. Dylan was phenomenal in this episode as well. Again, it sucks that Irv wasn't in the episode, but he's gonna come back, guys. And again, I feel like I'm going back and forth to positives, and then I'm fucking ragging and roasting on these fucking negative Nancys who are wang these last couple weeks. Oh, Irv had so many plans to take down Lumen. Why would he just leave? The show is not done, you dipshit. It's obviously going to be a major part of the next season. Like, come on now. And again, Irv is... we still don't know who the fuck Irv is talking to. Still don't know who Irv is talking to. Again, Ragabi and Kobel feel like the only options, but, But I mean, imagine a scenario in which Audi Irv, Gemma, Devin, Kobel, you know what I mean? They fucking do some shit, and they're like this sort of team up on the outside. And again, I do want to say this, and I'm soft launching a prediction. I could definitely see a world in which Lumen is, I don't want to say overthrown, but like the James, like the Mauer, that sort of rulers. I'm blanking on the word. That leadership, that, you know what I mean. Those villains right there are defeated by the end of next season. But again, I don't trust Kobel. I don't think we should trust Kobel. I don't think anyone trusts Kobel. I could definitely see a world in which Kobel is on the good side with, you know what I mean, with Devin and Gemma and maybe Irv for the next season, and then at the end she does something or reveals her true intentions or something like that. I could definitely see that, and I would definitely hope for that, because I'm going to be honest, obviously comparative to last season, we got a lot less Patricia Arquette, but she has grown into such a fucking one of my favorite actresses. She is awesome, and I think she's even better in an antagonistic role. You know what I mean? So I would definitely love a scenario in which she is the big bad of the entire show by the end of it. Oh my god! But going back to the Dylan stuff, sorry, I waned off of him for a minute going into the Irv stuff. But Dylan was incredible. Like, and I really respect. Again, it got me teared up a little bit. Like that, and the minute he got the letter, I felt like I knew what it was gonna say. You know what I mean? But that shit from Aldi Dillon is fucking. That's a true man right there. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's gonna sound cringy, and it's something like a 20-year-old man, 21-year-old man. Did I say that? I don't know. As a 21-year-old man, it's almost like looking up at a strong male figure. Like that takes true fucking balls and true like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was cheating, but like, I don't want to fucking kill a human. Like, it'd be killing a human. It would essentially be standing aside as a human commits suicide because you took his girl away. Like, yeah, it's my girl and I care about my girl, but like, dude, I don't want you to fucking die. And that's like, you know what I mean? That's fucking sad. That's really fucking sad and wholesome and hopeful. And that's, again, I talked about this all throughout the reaction, but that was what really sort of, not just this episode, but the entire show as a whole. It's made me feel so many things. It's made me feel sad and angry and excited and pissed off, and the show is fucking hilarious. I never thought that the MDE scene would ever be topped. I mean, I still think that Milchick's dance moves in the MDE were better than this, but the entire spectacle of it all was insane, incredible. Oh my god. This was so good. This was so fucking good. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, real quick, just a quick 30 second sidebar before I get into it. I'm working on 0 hours of sleep. I was really tired going into this episode, and I was angry at myself that I didn't fit in like a nap or some shit before the episode. I thought I was gonna be, you know what I mean, dreary or tired throughout the whole reaction. The minute that the episode started, I was hyped. I was energized. My life was given meaning. I was in it immediately. Oh my! Like my heart was beating. That fucking going into the sort of the dance thing with the I didn't write down the department. Music and something, or O&M or something, C&M, something like that. That whole scene was fucking incredible, and it's like we have like an army. We have a mini army now. And again, my prediction for next season was we're gonna go room to room. We're going to again. I feel like a large majority of our season is going to be locked. We're going to lock ourselves. The innies are going to isolate themselves on the severed floor. They're going to watch. We're going to get weapons from O&D maybe. We're going to essentially hold our Audis hostage. And we're going to hold this company hostage. Because this is going to be a huge fucking thing for them. You know what I mean? Like, the minute that, you know, again, I could see Dylan's wife, and I don't necessarily know if Devin or Gemma would do it because they're with Cobell and they have a plan. You know, they're doing all this shit on the side. But people like Dylan's wife and, you know, all these people who have family members on the outside, you know what the first thing they're going to do when their fucking spouse doesn't come home from work? They're going to go to the media. Hey, Lumen is holding my spouse hostage. This is going to turn into a huge shitstorm for them. They're going to have so many course corrections and quality control or whatever you want to call it. They're going to have a shitstorm brewing, and I want to see how they navigate this. Dude, James saying "oh fuck" is iconic. It's an iconic moment. And speaking of iconic, I'll get into like Milchick and all that in a minute, but oh my god, that Drummond shit. Oh my god. First of all, what was up with that goat thing? Hold up. I feel like before I get to the Drummond stuff, I feel like I need to take a 2-minute. That's the only thing on the episode. Again, this episode really, and I know some people are going to be, again, I keep going positive and negative, and negative. But, you know what's going to happen. Anytime there's a mystery show like this, you know, people always obsess over the mysteries. I'm a Lost fan. It's my favorite live action show of all time. And I love the ending. people care too much about the answers. I'm not saying that we're not going to get them, or we shouldn't get them, or they don't matter, because the answers do matter. But what matters always, what always matters more than answers, what matters more than just stuff written down on a piece of paper, is the characters and their arcs. They should be prioritized. So yes, we didn't get the fucking 8 million answers we've been asking for, and we're gonna have to wait a long ass time for season 3 to start. Yes, I know that, but the character work was phenomenal. Guys, we're gonna get the answers. Okay, and if anything, I know you guys have probably experienced this. There's no better joy in my life than, being a part of a community of a mystery show and theorizing. I don't want the answers to be given to me right away. I want to theorize with these motherfuckers. I want to theorize with you guys in the comments. I want to go on the Reddit and fucking see some goofy ass weird fucking theories. Huang is Gemma and Mark's daughter. Yeah, they're fucking stupid, but they're funny. That's a big reason. Yeah, I'm on another side rant. The A Song of Ice and Fire books made by George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones source material, they're not finished and they're probably never going to finish. And that really fucking sucks. And that's heartbreaking. It's my favorite story of all time. But at the same time, I feel like if I take a step back, it's almost made my love for the series as a whole grow. Because I've been waiting so long for some new content and I'm not getting it. So it's like I'm suffering along with this community who just keep making theories and hopes and dreams. And I love that. And this whole thing, like... I make a lot of jokes. I'm pissed about, the show going on hiatus. We're going to have to wait for season 3, but waiting makes the experience better. I talk about Lost being my favorite live action show of all time. Attack on Titan is my favorite show in general of all time. And that's a show that I had to wait probably a combined 6 fucking years of my life. Just waiting for new seasons, waiting for, new specials or whatever. And it was annoying. It hurt. You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to sound cringy, but stories and narrative, it's my passion in life. And especially when it's one of my favorite stories or favorite narratives, I'm very sad when it's not continuing immediately. But when I finally sit down after having waited 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I finally sit down and I watch the thing I've been waiting for so long. It makes it so much better. That's why I'm so excited for season 3, because I know that I'm going to think about this constantly. I'm going to, again, that's another thing too. I made a lot of jokes, after I finished season 1. I'm so happy that I didn't have to wait 3 years like you guys. Quite honestly, I'm not happy. I wish I was there for it. Because I wish I was there. I wish I was there for the hype and the thoughts and the theories and the everything. This is, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this. Watching Severance has so far been one of my favorite experiences watching TV I've ever had. This is, I don't want to sound cringy, and I keep repeating it, but I love stories, I love narrative. This is a life-changing, I'm at my happiest when I'm watching shit like this. This is absolutely incredible. It's incredible. There's no, this is the best show on TV. It's the best show on TV. I'm so excited for a 3rd season. Getting into back into the specifics, the drum and stuff. So fucking gruesome. Again, Severance isn't really a really violent... Oh, no, wait, before I'm going everywhere. Jesus Christ. I'm getting off track, rants after rants after rants. Before I get into the drum and stuff, I'm going to go back to the goat thing. Because that was what I wanted to say, was that was the only real, sort of mystery aspect that was focused on this episode. The rest of it was very emotion-based, very, big moment, big, climax moment. What was with the goat? Again, was it just sacrificial, like a ritual? Or are they using the blood of goats to, you know what I mean, create life? Or I don't know. That's the one part that maybe I couldn't really grasp a good decent theory on. If you guys have anything in the comments about it, any theories, let me know in the comments immediately. I want to pick this shit apart with you guys. But yeah, I can't really, and it's another thing too. I couldn't really tell exactly what that thing was. Obviously it looked like a fucking gun. Was it just a gun? Was that just a straight up bullet, or what? Was it a chip? I couldn't tell. It was, I don't know. It felt futuristic, but at the same, I don't know what it was. But I fucking loved it. That's how you know a show is good, and that's why I love mystery so much. Because I'm watching Mr. Robot right now, and I keep repeating this almost every episode. I don't know what the fuck is going on half the time, but I love it. And in fact, you could argue that because I don't know what's going on, I love it even more. It's an experience. This show this show could edge me with questions and answers for another 7 seasons, and I would happily I would happily walk on glass to get some crumbs. I'm okay with that. That's why I love this show. It's why I love this genre. Milchick was phenomenal this episode. Like I said, Tillman deserves an Emmy for this season. He's so fucking good. He's so fucking and that's the thing too. Like, Torturo deserves it, Cherry deserves it, but like, if you put that weird goat gun thing to my head, I think I would have to say Tillman. I think for a supporting actor, I think I would have to say Tillman. He was just so, he's so unique. You know, I've made a lot of jokes throughout this whole season. How Huang was my favorite character. From a pure entertainment standpoint, I do agree with that. I think the second half of the season she wasn't focused on as much, but for the first half of the season, entertainment-wise, Huang was my favorite character. But Milchick's been my second, and I think that I would argue that maybe he might be the best for me, because not only does he have that, you know, almost just as big as Huang, that entertainment value, but also there's that sort of deeper layer to him, that caring, that complexity, and again, obviously, I don't know if it'll happen, because I could definitely see a world in which we never see Huang in the story again. Obviously, I would assume we have to learn about the Wintertide Fellowship and, you know, the, you know, Mortal Egon School thingy and you know, connections to Kobol. I would assume that we're going to learn stuff about that, and that'd be how you bring Huang back into the fray. But like I said, I don't. This season we didn't see that side of her. I feel like the only time we got a side of her was when she apologized to Dylan in her last appearance. But Milchick, the fucking blatant racism and standing up to Drummond and all that shit this season really made me fucking love him even more than I already did. Because in season 1, Milchick was my favorite character. So I think I definitely got to do a ranking. Huang, Milchick, Irv, Mark, Helly, Dylan. There's, dude, like, it's, oh my god. And then Devin's in the fray. I love Devin. I think that'd be my top 7, and I think that's in order. And again, that's how you know a show is this fucking good, and that's how you know that this show has so many excellent fucking 10 out of 10 characters. If fucking Dylan, one of the funniest characters in the history of TV already, is my like 6th favorite character, like, I almost cried over him this episode. Like, that's, oh my god, the show's making me tear up over, you know, my 6th, my 7th, my 8th favorite characters. That's why this show is so fucking good. It's so good. I made a lot of predictions about next season, you know what I mean? And I feel like I've got a good grip of some of the stuff they're going to do next season. Obviously, they're going to surprise me because it's Severance, and I would love for them to surprise me. I love for the show to surprise me. And I've talked about most of the characters. The character that I'm most, again, not confused about, but interested in, and how they would fulfill a role next season, is Bert. Because again, like I said, either Irv is going to, you know, start investigating another wing or branch or building of Lumen to start off the next season, or Irv's just going to immediately do a U-turn and meet up with Kobol or meet up with the person he was talking to on the phone. But Bert is a little interesting because he's still working for Lumen, and he's a low-level goon. So what would his role be? Like, again, I definitely see, and the way I want the series to go, or at least for the first half of the next season, I want the Innies to, you know, have a stranglehold on the Lumen building. I want them to lock themselves in there. I want them to not let anyone down. I want them to not let anyone go up to the surface. I want them to sort of, like, I want factions to be created down there. I want an army to rise up. I want them to start, like, almost like a political, I want this shit to be like a big thing on the news. Like, I want them to, like they're holding, again, they're holding hostages. I want them to, like, send people up one at a time to be like, yeah, we've got fucking hostages. Give us what we want. We want freedom. We want our own rights. We're our own people. This could, like I said, this could really fucking escalate. This could really escalate. And, oh my god. Oh my god. So saying that, I can definitely see a world in which they sort of bring all the, you know, big Lumen people to the building. And that's where we get some more Bert focus. Going back to the Gemma stuff, because I did feel like I didn't speak about Gemma enough. That moment right at the end was absolutely heartbreaking. Seeing, like, the love of your life. The love of your life. Who, you know, you've been without for 2 years. Is it 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that? He finally saves you. He finally fucking saves you from this hell. And he turns around and goes right back and leaves with another woman. And he goes back to hell. That's horrifying. And, like, again, their love, Gemma and Mark's love and connection is so strong that I definitely don't get an Audi Dylan vibe in the sense of like he felt very insecure, and so like the kissing of the a different person, not in his body, kissing that person, it felt more of like he felt like there's something wrong with him. I don't get that vibe from Gemma and Mark's relationship. I feel like they would immediately understand. Like, the minute that Audi Mark and Audi Gemma, just Gemma, the minute they meet up, I would assume that Mark would feel a little guilty and Gemma would be like, it's okay, that wasn't you. But at the same time, remember, there's a really good chance that the next time these motherfuckers meet, he's going to be completely reintegrated. And that's another thing, too. Talking about another layer, another direction, another big complex piece of information that we have to think about with this whole thing is how is reintegration going to change him? Because again, the back and forth conversation between the two Marks at the beginning of the episode, it's like it's almost like an unbreakable conversation. This is something that's never been experienced before in life. This is like there's no answer. There's no like. Again, will any Mark? I mean, will Audi Mark be like the majority holder of the mind because he's existed for longer? How would that work? It's one of those things. If one likes Helly and one likes Gemma, would combining them make them like both at the same time? Would combining them make them like neither? Would combine and like I said, if there's also like a favorability aspect where one side gets favored, would they like Helly or would they like Gemma? So there's so many ways that they can take this story. And again, it's one of those things that, going back to some of the backlash from the last couple episodes, specifically, the main thing that I saw a lot of backlash with was like, they fucking made Mark reintegrate in the third episode. Why are they taking so fucking long to do this? Well, first of all, it's a long process. It's not fucking snap your fingers and it's done, as we saw with Petey. But again, it's one of those things, it's going to escalate. If you thought like the tent scene or, some of these reintegration flashes with Ragabi in the basement, if you thought those were fucking intense or scary or crazy or chaotic, imagine what the fuck's going to happen next season with, Marks flashing throughout this fucking, again, I think they're going to lock themselves down there and sort of create an army. Imagine Mark flashing through that. It's just, this is incredible. And again, Milchick being the only regular human down there too. That's a hostage right there. I'd be very interested to know. And that's another thing too that I do want to bring up. Again, going into the pure. Again, I'm not like someone who is obsessed with the answers. I don't need them immediately, but there are some things that I need to know. The Lexington letter. I feel like. None of that stuff was really focused on this season. Obviously, it felt like a supplemental or additional content, and not like something we needed to immediately follow up on. But in the Lexington letter, we know of a Jim Milchick. Again, I would assume that's a brother. I could see a world in which maybe it's I would love if it's a twin brother, and so Tillman can play two characters, and I would fucking love that. I would love that because the parallel of Tillman playing two characters is essentially like, I got goosebumps thinking about this. It's like Scott or Lauer or Cherry or Torturo playing severed characters. It would allow Milchick to play two different characters. It would allow Tillman to play two different characters. But what I'm trying to say is I would love a scenario in which Milchick is being held as a captive, held as a hostage. So Jim Milchick, working at some news post, he comes and he's trying to help out his brother or cares about his brother. I would really love that. Because something this season did that I was looking forward to and I was expecting, and it's one of the things I said... when I first started Severance and we really focused on, Innie and Audi Mark, but we only focused on Innie, Helly, Irv, and Dylan, my first big, suggestion or thing I wanted was I wanted everyone else's Audi to be focused on. And I feel like this season did an absolutely spectacular job at that. We got a lot of Audi Irv, we got a lot of Audi Dylan, and we got Helena, who, again, I loved Helena this season. I would want that to continue. I would want to get some of Milchick's personal life, because obviously this season really did humanize him as a character. It really did a lot for him, and I fucking loved it. I would love to see if he has family. I would love to see if anyone cares about him. If he has any connections on the outside. I really would love to know that. Really. And another thing I'm really excited for, I got goosebumps again thinking about it. I'm so excited for Gwendolyn Christie because I feel like she can have a bigger role next season too. And again, I love Gwendolyn Christie. I love Gwendolyn Christie. Dude, this whole, I'm just so happy right now, guys. Like, I have such intense goosebumps. That's one of the telltale, and obviously you guys know me, and it's my fucking catchphrase on the series, and I say it way too much, and I know I annoy you guys a lot with it. I get goosebumps very often. I'm very sensitive. I have a sensitive body. I'm sensitive to goosebumps. You know something's really good when after finishing it, just talking about it, like my goosebumps are going up and down and up. They're like pulsating throughout my body, just talking about my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, my predictions, like everything about it. Everything about it. Oh my god, dude. And again, I still, again, just talking about Cold Harbor for a second. Obviously, the tests, the different rooms that they're going to, it's exposing, Gemma, different Audis, splitting her as much as possible, and, subjecting her to traumatic or visceral moments, emotions, interactions, uncomfortable situations, whatever you want to do it. So, again, I bring up, what is the point of that? Because, again, there's two ways that, like, you go with this. Either it's, like, again, I'm a part of it, and I know that the community, the Reddit, whatever you want to talk about it, is a part of it. Is it some sort of, like, bringing back past Egans, passing on, consciousness to other people? Is it something along those lines, or is it just as simple as this is an evil corporation and they are trying to push a product? And quite honestly, and it would be horrible to say, but again, the way in which they were doing it is horrible. The sense of like splitting the human mind into different people and forcing them to live traumatic events for the entirety of their shitty little existence. That's horrible. But also looking at it from an us perspective, I'm like I'm looking down on innies. If you look at it from like just an original human perspective, being able to cut off any uncomfortable or visceral or harmful or violent moment in your life, that is very beneficial. And I think that you could argue that that would be the greatest creation in human existence. So is it just like okay, we're going to create the greatest product in history and we're going to sling it across the world. We're going to sell it to everyone who wants it. And we're going to essentially create, you know what I mean? Like every human would have 50 mini slaves that have to just live the most horrible events of all time for the rest of their eternity. Again, when I say is it as simple as that, I'm not saying like as in that's a bad idea or I would be disappointed if that's the reason. I'm just saying that that's more of a straightforward like classic evil corporation pushing a bad product with sort of side effects and rooted in the slavery or the this or the that war, stuff like that. Or it goes really heavily into the sci-fi aspect of it. I don't know. I do not, and that's another thing too that I do really want to discuss. And I'm not confused about it, but it's just something that needs some clarification for it. All of the rooms down there were Mark. They were Mark's doing. He did 25 files, and there were 25 rooms down there for Gemma. Are there other? Because again, Petey said that there were people down there. So, like, was Dylan working on another person? Was Irv working on another person? Or how does that work? Because obviously, the MDR wasn't created for Mark. It existed considerably before Mark. It existed for many years. So you would have to assume that they were working on other people, and Mark was just, the connection with Gemma was just so intense that it really allowed him to, go crazy with it. But I don't know. I do not know. And obviously, if my prediction stands, correct, and we're down here, the Innies stay down here, and sort of a majority of the season, is in the Severed Floor and the Lumen building for the next season, I feel like one of the first things we would do is go back down there. No, I don't know. Because we become Audis. And if we do that, it would probably split. But at the same time, like I said, there's answers down there. And I feel like because, again, this is the horrible aspect. Now I'm getting real deep into the theories. So like I said, if we're down there, if we're stuck down there, we want answers. We want to explore this building even more. I can see a world in which we go through the entire Severed Floor. We get everyone together. And, we make our army. We can't go up. Let's go down. The problem with going down is obviously we become Audis. So I can see a world because Mark is the only one who's communicated with his Audi. Mark, and I don't want to slander any Mark like this, because again, this is a horrible, complex situation. But dare I say, maybe any Mark could force Audi Mark to go down there and do research and recon for them. And again, talking about that reversal situation, maybe these innies would essentially have Audi Mark hostage, saying, if you don't do exactly what we want, you will never see your wife again. Just like Lumen did to Gemma. Because again, I want to really, really, really repeat this. I love the innies. The innies have been our main characters. We followed them for so long. We care about them so much. They are the most important. They're the core of the show. But the show is all about moral dilemmas. It's about problems. It's about good people doing bad things and bad people doing good things and this and that. It's complex. It's dark. It's gray. I could see a world in which these innies do some bad shit the next season. Again, because they're doing it's for their own life. Like I want to make this really obvious, or like pound it in your guys' head. I don't want anyone to think I'm like calling them evil or anything. I understand why they would do it, and I would honestly, I don't know who I would root for. I would want them to do it, but I wouldn't want them to do it. I don't know. I think that next season could really up the sort of trouble, the moral dilemmas could really be amplified next season. Like really. Really? What a fucking episode, dude. Oh my god. James was awesome this season. James was awesome this season. He felt like the oh fuck scene, it almost felt very reminiscent to like a Green Goblin in Spider-Man 2 situation. Before the glider. Oh, dude, what an episode. Holy shit, what an episode. Oh my god, that was so good. You know, I've been talking for a while, and I think, again, I'm hoping I mentioned all the theories, mentioned all the sort of ideas I had in my head. I'm obviously, the first thing I'm about to do, well, obviously, I gotta fucking, problem with making YouTube videos, I love making them, I love watching TV, but sometimes the editing, especially a video that's gonna be, feels like it might be fucking 2 hours long, I might fucking, it's a little annoying to do, but, after I finish editing and thumbnail and all that, I want to immediately go on the Reddit. I want to pick people's brains. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what people are thinking. I want you motherfuckers to comment in the comments. I want to discuss this. Oh my god, there's gonna a year and a half probably. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is, what an episode. A 10 out of 10 episode. A 10 out of 10 episode, no doubt. That was so good. That was so good, guys. We got some Ragabi stuff next season as well. Just the two final things that I do want to mention. First of all, sad we didn't get a lot of Natalie the second half of the season. I love me some Natalie. I want some more Natalie. Obviously, again, if my predictions are correct, in which, the innies are holding the Audis hostage next season, and the spouses, family members go to the news, I feel like Natalie's the sort of, PR department. So I feel like she would get an extended role next season. But I do want some more Gabi next season. Like I said, very sort of, out of all the major recurring characters, not even recurring, out of the major characters, because she plays an important role with this reintegration shit. And I would assume they're going to reveal that maybe Ragabi went to the Wintertide Fellowship or the Egan shit with Cobell. They know each other from there. That's why they're probably two of the brightest fucking people there. But I do want some more about her next season. Again, I'm not complaining or saying that was lacking this season, but again, keep it going. Keep the momentum going. I want to know more about her. And then also, my only sort of, again, like I said, a lot of people complain about reintegration or slow pacing or weird structure, whatever. I don't agree with it. I really don't agree with it. But whatever. The only slight disappointment I had this season was the complete and utter lack of PD. Not just like PD mentions, but just like with the reintegration, the minute that happened, I did think that we were going to get some PD flashes. I hope that is something that happens next season. And like I said, the reintegration is going to amplify next season, and with the fact that Mark is going to be in the Sever for a very long period of time, if my predictions are correct, I think that would definitely allow for some PD to happen. But other than that, I think that is going to be it. Man. I'm so happy. They stuck the landing. That was a 10 out of 10. I'm really sad. I want to keep. A part of me just wants to keep fucking talking and talking and talking forever because I don't. The minute I end the video, it's gonna really sink in that I've got to wait for so long. But I think I got to force myself. Like I said, please comment and talk to me about this. And guys, I want you to understand, if you're watching this, I don't care if this is a month, 2 months, 6 months, 2 years, and season 3 still hasn't come out. Talk to me about this in the comments. I have my fucking notifications on, baby. I'll talk about this shit all day with you guys. I'll predict with you. I could talk about this shit for hours. So please, like I said, if you want to talk about it with me. Please like the video if you did like it. Obviously, as much as fun as I had, it took effort to edit this shit. Obviously, I'm gonna have to sit down and do this shit. So I would really appreciate it. And along with that, if you did enjoy my reactions on the channel, I would really appreciate if you did subscribe. It really helps me out. And like I said, I got the Flying Thrashing up on Patreon if you want to watch me talk and yap for 2 fucking hours straight. The final thing I do want to mention, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the episode, and I know I've been saying it for the last couple episodes, but I do want to remind people. Obviously, Severance Season 2 is ending. Starting next Friday, I'm going to be watching Shrinking, another Apple TV show. I've heard some very good things about it. It'll be my first time seeing Harrison Ford act in anything. I'm very excited to watch it. You guys in the comments raved about it. So I'm going to be starting Shrinking. And then also, because this is a sci-fi show. Shrinking isn't sci-fi. Silo is also coming to the channel in about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So again, if you're not a fan of Shrinking, but you are a fan of Silo, stick around. It's coming pretty soon. Again, please subscribe. It'd really help me out if you wanted to see those future things. And other than that, I think I'm done. I am very happy that you guys watched this with me. I'm very happy that they stuck this landing. I'm very happy to have experienced one of the all-time great episodes of TV history. I wish you guys a good day. Part of me is getting emotional because I don't want this to end. But I gotta man up. That's gonna be it. You guys have a good one.